In 1928, an aspiring animator named Walt Disney introduced Steamboat Willie, a black and white cartoon short starring Mickey Mouse. The short was a smashing success, blazing the trail for more than 15 colorful animated features which captured the imaginations and hearts of audiences around the world, young and old, and young at heart. But when Walt died in 1966, animation as the world knew it would never be the same again. Without their leader, the Disney studios were now releasing cheaper, safer movies which, although commercially successful, didn't live up to their past standards. Other animation studios took this opportunity to produce the sort of films that connected with adults as well as children. One of them is tonight's show, The Secret of NIMH. Hello, my name is John Turner. At first glance, this movie could seem like any animated feature for kids, but it's much more than that. It was the aspiration of director Don Bluth to create something that would stand alongside the sort of movies that Walt used to make. In fact, Bluth once worked as an animator at the Disney Studios. In 1977, Bluth was introduced to a book which would inspire him to make this feature, Robert C. O'Brien's Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of NIMH. But Disney director Wolfgang Reitherman had no interest in adapting the book to animation, stating, "We've already got a mouse, and we've done a mouse movie." 2 years later, Bluth and several other colleagues left Disney and formed their own studio, where they aspired to bring O'Brien's fantasy to life. Naturally, transitioning the book to the screen resulted in some changes, notably the addition of a villain and even magic. But perhaps the most significant alteration involved the main character's name. Fearing infringement from the Wham-O Toy Company, owner of the trademark Frisbee, Mrs. Frisby was renamed Mrs. Brisby. As such, many of the actors assembled to record the voices for the characters had to redo certain lines. But some actors, like John Carradine, were not available, so his lines had to be seamlessly edited through sound techniques.
Mrs. Jonathan Brisby?
John Carradine's vocal performance as the Great Owl shaped the character in more ways than one. His arthritic posture during the recording sessions gave the animators the idea to have this character walk with a limp. Dom DeLuise's comic turn as the clumsy crow Jeremy was also a major contribution, turning a minor character from the book into a memorable supporting role. Dom DeLuise would go on to voice other characters for several other Don Bluth projects. Emmy Award winner Peter Strauss loved his role as Justin, so much so in fact that he named one of his own children after the character. The Secret of NIMH also proved to be a favorite assignment for Academy Award-winning composer Jerry Goldsmith, who provided a rich, haunting score in the manner of a live-action picture. Over the course of the 2.5 years it took to complete The Secret of NIMH, Don Bluth and his staff experimented with special animation techniques such as rotoscoping, multiple passes with the camera to achieve shadows, and backlit animation. After a grueling production period, The Secret of NIMH was released to theaters on July 2nd, 1982. Critics embraced the film with enthusiastic reviews. But that same summer, other highly anticipated movies caught the attention of the public, especially E.T., the extraterrestrial. Consequently, The Secret of NIMH didn't find the audience it deserved. Only on home video and frequent television screenings did the film acquire a loyal following of fans. Don Bluth and his studio would go on to produce other works, some for the video arcades, and many others for film. Several of these projects found success with audiences, while others did not. But to many fans like myself, The Secret of NIMH remains Bluth's best film, which today is considered a classic. And now it's time to discover, or should I say rediscover, this much-loved movie on the big screen. Without further delay, sit back and enjoy The Secret of NIMH.